Sawasdee krab. Thank you for joining us for the midday edition of NBT World Brief. Europe มีสุรพันธ์เหล่าธารณาริศ Bangkok is facing a sharp rise in hazardous air pollution, with PM 2.5 levels reaching the red zone in 4 districts this morning, driven by stagnant weather conditions and large-scale burning in nearby provinces. PM 2.5 pollution levels in Bangkok rose sharply this morning, with air quality deteriorating across much of the city and reaching health hazardous levels in several districts. The Bangkok Air Quality Information Center reported red level readings in 4 districts, while most other areas recorded orange level pollution. The highest PM 2.5 concentration was measured in Nong Jok at 80.8 micrograms per cubic meter, followed by Minburi at 77.3 micrograms per cubic meter, Klong Samwa at 76.5 micrograms per cubic meter, and Kanayao at 76.1 micrograms per cubic meter, all exceeding health safety standards. Bangkok Governor Chacha Sittipan said the surge in PM 2.5 levels is mainly due to stagnant air conditions, with the atmospheric mixing height falling below 2,000 meters, preventing the proper dispersion of pollutants. The situation has been worsened by large-scale burning in nearby eastern provinces, covering about 20.8 square kilometers. This has generated a massive smoke cloud of around 1,700 square kilometers, roughly equivalent to the total area of Bangkok. Northeasterly winds have carried the smoke directly into the capital, causing pollution to accumulate and pushing PM 2.5 levels higher from last night onward, first affecting eastern districts. The situation is expected to gradually improve later today as ventilation conditions become more favorable. Meanwhile, IQ Air has ranked Bangkok as the world's 14th most polluted major city today, with an air quality index or AQI of 209, indicating very unhealthy air conditions. The Department of Medical Services is warning the public to avoid exposure to PM 2.5 pollution, saying high dust levels can seriously affect the respiratory system and overall health, especially when air quality exceeds safety standards. The Department of Medical Services is urging the public to take extra precautions against PM 2.5 dust, warning that it can damage the respiratory system and pose serious health risks. Anyone experiencing symptoms such as chronic coughing, eye irritation, nasal congestion, or chest tightness is advised to seek medical attention immediately. Deputy Director General of the Department of Medical Services, Dr. THANI Vechapinan, said PM 2.5 particles can easily enter the body through the respiratory system. Long-term exposure allows the fine dust to accumulate in the airways, leading to inflammation of the bronchi and the air sacs in the lungs. He said this can act as a trigger for chronic diseases such as asthma, emphysema, and cardiovascular conditions, and may also increase the long-term risk of lung cancer. Pulmonologist Dr. Sakarin Gangsukun from the Central Chest Institute of Thailand added that PM 2.5 can penetrate deep into the lungs and even enter the bloodstream. Vulnerable groups including young children, the elderly, pregnant women, and people with existing respiratory or heart conditions are at particularly high risk. He said these groups may experience worsening symptoms, such as more severe coughing, shortness of breath, or changes in the color of their sputum, and should seek medical care without delay. For immediate protection, the public is advised to limit time spent outdoors, wear N95 masks or double-layer surgical masks, use air purifiers with proper filtration indoors, and closely monitor air quality updates from official sources. The government has rolled out new incentives to push Thai films and digital content onto the global stage, offering cash rebates to attract foreign productions to Thailand. The Culture Ministry launched two key measures to strengthen Thailand's content industry, covering both Thai film production and foreign commissioned digital content. The initiatives aim to upgrade Thailand's film and digital content sectors, enhance international competitiveness, generate income and employment, and systematically promote Thai creative content to global markets. Under the scheme, producers will receive cash rebates ranging from 15 to 30% of production costs per project. The base incentive of 15% applies to productions with a minimum budget of 15 million baht. Additional criteria include creative themes aligned with government guidelines and international distribution, either in at least 4 foreign countries or through at least one global streaming platform. The second measure targets foreign companies that hire Thai firms to produce digital content in Thailand. It covers animation, visual effects, and post-production services. The government will provide financial support equivalent to 20% of the contract value for projects with a minimum contract worth of 5 million baht. The policy is designed to attract international producers, stimulate demand for Thai creative services, and position Thailand as a regional hub for high-quality digital content production. Thailand has launched its first-ever pilot project to control the population of wild elephants using a contraceptive vaccine, aiming to reduce human-elephant conflict and create a sustainable balance for coexistence. The Department of National Parks, Wildlife and Plant Conservation, together with Chiang Mai University, has carried out Thailand's first contraceptive vaccination of wild elephants in Bo Rai District, Trat Province. The project targets the rapid growth of wild elephant populations in eastern Thailand, where numbers have surged from 334 in 2015 to 799 in 2025, an average increase of 8.2% per year. Authorities say the expanding population has pushed elephants out of forest areas and into nearby communities in search of food and water. Since 2012, these encounters have resulted in 141 human deaths, 170 injuries, and widespread damage to crops and property across more than 100 sub-districts in 6 provinces. Officials said the contraceptive vaccine is not sterilization and does not involve surgery. The effect lasts for up to 7 years and is fully reversible, allowing elephants to reproduce normally if booster shots are not given. Officials stress the vaccine is completely safe. It does not affect pregnant or nursing elephants, causes no inflammation, and does not alter feeding behavior, rest patterns, or social relationships within the herd. In the pilot operation, veterinary teams vaccinated 3 adult female elephants from a herd of 12 in Klong Keo Waterfall National Park. The mission was completed within 1 hour, allowing the elephants to remain with their herd throughout. The team will monitor the elephants closely for 48 hours and continue long-term observation. Blood and dung samples will be collected every 6 to 8 months over a 7-year period to track immunity levels and overall health.
เป็นแค่อีกมาตรการหนึ่งที่ทำไปพร้อมๆกันกับอีก5มาตรการทั้งในเรื่องของการบริหารถิ่นอาศัยแหล่งอาหารช้างแหล่งน้ำทำคูกันช้างชุดผลักดันช้างหรือแม้แต่ข้อปรับพฤติกรรมช้างนะครับทุกอย่างทำไปพร้อมๆกันหมดเพราะฉะนั้นอันนี้เป็นอีกวิธีหนึ่งที่เราเลือกที่จะใช้ในพื้นที่ตรงนี้แล้วก็มีการพูดคุยหารือกันมาตลอด
And now we take you to Surat, THANI, where a rare natural spectacle can be seen only once a year. The Burmese lacquer tree is now in full bloom at Klong Phanom National Park, drawing visitors who admire its striking red flowers. This is the Burmese lacquer tree, locally known as Ton Rak Khao. Its bright red flowers are now blooming at the Pa Dong Rak viewpoint in Klong Phanom National Park, Surat, THANI province. The flowers appear only once a year, usually from January to February, coinciding with the Valentine's Day season, making it a popular time for visitors to experience the park's natural beauty. Some years the flowers are scarce, but this year the trees are blooming beautifully. The Burmese lacquer tree flowers are expected to remain in bloom until the end of February. Anyone wishing to witness this rare and beautiful sight is encouraged to visit Klong Phanom National Park in SURAT THANI province.
ก็จุดเด่นของที่ทำการอุทยานแห่งชาติคลองพนมเนี่ยก็จะหนึ่งเลยก็คืออยู่ติดถนนสาย401เลยนะคะถ้าเดินทางค่อนข้างสะดวกเนาะเข้ามาประมาณแค่100 เมตรเองก็ถึงที่ทำการแล้วก็ในส่วนของแหล่งท่องเที่ยวที่อยู่ใกล้ที่ทำการก็จะมีเส้นทางศึกษาธรรมชาติต้นไม้ใหญ่นะคะซึ่งเส้นทางก็จะเป็นระยะประมาณ2 กิโลเมตรสามารถเดินศึกษาธรรมชาติได้ใช้เวลาประมาณ 1-2 ชั่วโมงนะคะในการศึกษาธรรมชาติแล้วก็เราก็จะมีวิวพอยต์ก็คือพื้นที่ด้านหลังบริเวณตรงนี้นะคะก็จะเป็นจุดชมวิวชื่อว่าผาลงรักนะคะที่มาของจุดท่องเที่ยวตรงนี้นะคะก็คือด้านบนตรงนี้เลยค่ะก็จะเป็นเขาหินปูนทั้งหมดนะคะแล้วก็จะมีต้นรักที่เป็นต้นรักเขานะคะซึ่งขณะนี้ก็กำลังออกดอกสีแดงให้นักท่องเที่ยวได้ชมอยู่
And that's all for this edition of NBT World Brief. You can stay updated with the latest developments and more stories by simply scanning the QR code on your screen to access our full coverage across all media platforms. Until next time, I'm Surapat Lautharanarit. สวัสดีครับ